After defeating the Giants on Wildcard Weekend, the St. Louis Rams advanced to the Divisional round to take on the #1 seed, defending Super Bowl champions, the Seattle Seahawks. This is our third meeting with Seattle this season, and the first two matchups were very forgettable games. The first time we met, Seattle handed us a 34-3 beating. The second time around, 31-6. The Seahawks defense has been a nightmare for us, no touchdowns in 2 games, and on offense, we have struggled to contain Marshawn Lynch. If we are to have a chance against Seattle, we have to stop their running game and find a way to open up our passing game against the Legion of Boom. It'll be our toughest test all season. We'll find out if this team is ready. Our Rams looked impressive last week against the Giants. We'll need that and more today against Seattle. It's an NFC West division clash with a berth in the NFC Championship game on the line. Greg Zuerlein gets us started from Seattle, and Percy Harvin, 2 yards deep, he takes it out. To the 20, Percy breaks a tackle at the 25, to the 35, shakes Odell Beckham. Percy down the sideline, in Rams territory, being chased and caught at the 20 by Darren Bates. Percy Harvin, 82 yards as we get started. And today the Rams defense is without Alteron Werner, who suffered a dislocated elbow late in last week's game. Trumaine Johnson makes the start, while the Seahawks are missing some pieces on their offensive line. That should help us in the attempt to stop Marshawn Lynch, who gets the carry on 1st and 10, and the first play from scrimmage is a 5-yard carry for Marshawn Lynch. At the 15, pistol formation, handoff, Lynch to the right. He's wrapped up and goes down for a loss. Chris Long with the tackle. That makes 3rd down and 7. Wilson takes the snap, sets up a screen, caught by Lynch and wrapped up by Alec Ogletree. The Seahawks stall after the long kick return, but they do get a field goal. It's 3-0 Seattle. Now, our offense, who has scored 9 points in 2 games against the Seahawks defense. First play for the Rams is a give to Ben Tate, who gains only a yard. But the question today is, can our pass offense succeed against this Seahawks secondary? Bradford back to pass, and his pass is picked off. It's Brandon Browner, breaks a tackle from Tavon Austin, and Brandon Browner into the end zone. A pick 6 on Sam Bradford's first pass. Trying to go outside for Tavon Austin, and Browner shut that down by cutting off the route. A bad decision as we get started with a 10-0 hole. Rams back on offense as Bradford hands off right to Ben Tate, who picks up maybe 5 or 6 on the carry. Hopefully the Rams can recover from this ugly start as 3rd down and 1, and Carlos Hyde up the gut as he rumbles forward for a gain of 5. We saw Hyde get some playing time at running back last week, and I liked what I saw. Bradford now back to the air, and there's a safe pass short. Stedman Bailey only gets about 6, making it 3rd down and 1 again. Maybe we'll see Hyde, as from the I formation, it's Ben Tate as he picks up the 1st down at the Seahawks 45-yard line. And the Rams will stick with the I formation, keeping Hyde on the field. Bradford off the play action, and there's Carlos Hyde leaking out into the flats as he makes the grab and picks up 9. I'm starting to wonder if Hyde was underused this past year. On 2nd and 1, this is Tate back up the middle, but a great play by Bobby Wagner stops him shy. 3rd down and 1. I formation, Hyde up the middle, wrapped up and no chance at the marker. The Seahawks make the play and the Rams keep the offense on the field. Have to hurry up. Bradford! Disaster in the backfield, and Bradford will go down. The Seahawks hold on 4th and inches as Marquise Gray was coming in motion, and we had to get the snap off quick. Things are quickly sputtering out of control as the Seahawks take over on downs. Russell Wilson back to pass, fires over the middle, and a catch is made by Percy Harvin for 11 yards. Seahawks in the I formation as Wilson will throw again. Wide open, Percy Harvin got Janoris Jenkins turned around. He sprints inside the 20, and Percy puts the Seahawks back in the red zone. Seattle taking advantage of every Rams misstep. Now the read option as Wilson keeps it and gains the 1st down inside the 5. The Seahawks threaten again. We'll likely see Lynch now as from the I formation. Fake to Derek Coleman, toss to the weak side, and Lynch is wrapped up in the backfield by Robert Quinn. Now at the 7, Russell Wilson elects to go to the shotgun. Split back formation, blitz incoming, gets the pass out to Percy Harvin. He runs over Jenkins and into the end zone as Percy Harvin has helped the Seahawks get out to a 17-0 lead. It's still the 1st quarter. At this rate, we're going to see that guy there get some garbage time late in the game. Tim Tebow's their backup. The Seahawks are up by 17. This is a critical drive for the Rams. If we don't score here, we're in serious trouble as Richard Sherman makes the tackle on Tate, forcing 3rd and 7. Receivers stacked on the right side as Bradford back to pass, looks middle, pass is caught by Ben Tate for a much-needed first down, a gain of 12. That takes us to the end of the first quarter. Already 17-0 Seattle. Second quarter underway. Bailey and Austin left. Pettis in motion. Bradford back to pass. Blindside breaks down and he's sacked by Chris Clemens. He just simply overpowered Jake Long. Bradford lost 8, now 2nd and long. Bradford from the shotgun. Passing short middle. It's caught by Pettis. Fumble! And oh my God, the Seahawks have it. You've got to be kidding me with this start. This is absolutely embarrassing. Bobby Wagner forced the fumble, recovered by Byron Maxwell. Austin Pettis just couldn't hang on. The mistakes are adding up. It's getting out of control. Wilson on offense, passing right. It's caught by the ex-Viking Sidney Rice for a pickup of 9. This is already a 3-score game. The Seahawks on the move as the handoff goes to Lynch, and he's wrapped up by James Laurinaitis. Maybe lost a yard on the play. That forces 3rd down and 6. Can the Rams get a stop? Wilson with 4 wide in the formation. Looking right, man open. It's Jermaine Kearse to the 1 and driven out of bounds, but it's a Seahawks first down and goal. Goal line package. Rams stack the box, bring the blitz as Wilson gets it out. Caught by Lynch, driving through a tackle, and another Seahawks touchdown as number 24 helps the Seahawks take a 24-point lead. What on earth do you say about this? I'm not even sure what to say right now. 24-0. As here's the kickoff, Tavon Austin awaits from his own goal line. Looking for any sign of hope as Austin tries to make a move at the 20 and instead goes down right there. So far for the Rams, 2 turnovers and a turnover on downs as they get started with a counterplay. Tate with some green on the left side, and he'll slip up past the 35-yard line and gain an 18-yard pickup. But it'll take a lot more for the Rams to get back in this game as Bradford, looking to escape the pocket on first down, has some room, and Bradford scrambles, slides ahead, picks up 9. 3rd down and 1. And it's Carlos Hyde as he is hit immediately. Close. They give him the first down yardage. Rams get a new set of downs. Face the blitz from Seattle. Quick throw outside. Caught by Tavon Austin with his Seahawks defense. They cover well, they tackle well, and they swarm to the ball carrier. Bradford back to pass, 2nd down. Out of the flats, it's Zach Stacy making the catch with some room, and Stacy has enough for a Rams first down as they have finally gotten into field goal range. 6.5 to play in the second quarter. Bradford with time. Open man underneath. That's Tavon Austin has the first down and not much more as Bobby Wagner with his great speed makes the play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Blitz from Seattle. Bradford quick over the middle, and there's plenty of room as Corey Harkey makes the reception. A rare catch and a big one for 20. Rams now trying to get their first touchdown against Seattle all season. Bradford off the play fake to Cook, dives ahead and stopped at the 1. 3rd and goal for St. Louis. In the goal line package, Bradford calls his own number and Bobby Wagner closes the gap. 4th and goal. We've got to go for it. Rams with their goal line package. Bradford give to Carlos Hyde, and the Rams have finally scored a touchdown against the Seahawks this year. It took 10 quarters, and we had to do it on 4th down. 24-7 as the Seahawks take over, and Marshawn Lynch having a tough time getting started. Injuries to the offensive line and the obvious game planning around Marshawn Lynch. Slowing him down as a nice tackle is made there by Janoris Jenkins. Back-to-back stops on Lynch. 3rd and 12 for Seattle. Russell Wilson spreads the field. Back to pass, hits his tight end Miller, who takes a shot from Ty Zimmerman, and Miller comes up 2 yards shy. There's a stop from the Rams defense. We're not giving up early. 1.5 to go in the first half. Bradford looking outside. There's Jared Cook making the catch, and he gets outside quick as he's to the 49 of Seattle. St. Louis showing some fight, trying to get back in the game as Bradford looking short. Stedman Bailey, but can't avoid Richard Sherman after the catch. Gain of 4. On 3rd down, Rams have to get to the Seahawks 39. Tight shotgun set as Bradford hooks up with Bailey. First down. Ball is out and it's going backwards. The Rams recover. But the first down is lost as Richard Sherman forces the fumble. It gets tipped by a bunch of players and Bradford ultimately makes the recovery. But that's the end of the first half. A 17-point game. The efforts to recover and get back in the game will have to continue in the second half. Welcome back to CenturyLink Field as the Rams have gotten out to one of the ugliest starts you could imagine. They've gotten back to within 17 and have the ball to open the third quarter. Critical drive trying to stay in this as Sam Bradford back to pass finds his tight end Jared Cook, who gains 9.5. Since the pick six, the pass game has looked solid. Now to the ground with Ben Tate, who goes up the right side to gain about 5 or 6. First and 10 at the 49 of Seattle. They bring 4 as Bradford has a wide open man. That's Stedman Bailey. Rams move the chains again. They're back in field goal range, trying to move as fast as they can as Bradford off the play action, off balance. There's Stedman Bailey again, inside the 10, trying to make a move and ripped down by Chancellor. But at the 9-yard line, it's a goal-to-go situation. Rams go to the shotgun, split backfield as Bradford hooks up with Stacy out of the backfield and he's into the end zone. This is now a 2-score game as the Rams are clawing their way back. This is all of a sudden a 10-point game. Seahawks ball, and their running game continues to struggle as Marshawn Lynch can't get any room. He had 21 yards in the first half. Now passing on second down, Wilson wants to take off and goes down. Kendall Langford. That loses a yard. 3rd and 11. Can the defense come up big again? Wilson back to pass. Sees an opening downfield, and Percy Harvin behind the defense. We were so close to stopping Seattle again, and then Russell Wilson goes deep to the dynamic playmaker Percy Harvin. All of a sudden, near the red zone, Wilson back to pass. Open man outside, that's Zach Miller, and he beats James Laurinaitis and goes into the end zone. Seattle answers back. It's a 3-score game again, down 17. 7:51 to go in the third quarter as the kickoff is away. It's Tavon Austin about 4 yards deep, taking it out to the 20, makes a move outside. Austin with space towards midfield as he's down just shy of the 50. Rams have good starting field position, trying to keep the resiliency. Handoff, Tate, and not much room, maybe 2. From the 50, a big third down. Rams need 8. Bradford with time, open man, Stedman Bailey, first down again. We're trying our best to stay in this game. Can we move the chains again on third down? Bradford needs 8 more. With time, looking long overthrown for Stedman Bailey. Bradford a little off balance, pressure incoming, and a little out in front of Stedman Bailey. And by a little, I mean quite a bit. Field goal unit is out, 49-yard field goal. Greg Zuerlein, kick is away, and it is good. 14-point game with less than 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Seahawks got a touchdown drive on their last possession, as this one starts as Kendall Langford gets his 2nd sack on Russell Wilson. 2nd and 16. 2 receivers left as the handoff goes right to Lynch, makes a couple moves, evades defenders, and will make it 3rd down and 7 upcoming. They better not lose track of Percy Harvin. Wilson back to pass, looking to the sideline. Jermaine Kearse with the drop. 4th down upcoming, the Rams will get it back. No more harm done, it's a 14-point game from the 46. Bradford, handoff right. Tate gets to the first line. He has the first down as he gets to the Seahawks 47-yard line. Late third quarter. Now Corey Harkey comes in motion. Hyde is alone back. Takes the carry up the middle, but Bruce Irvin makes the stop. 3rd down and 1. I formation. Hyde gets it again, powering through, and he does get enough. That takes us to the 4th quarter. The Rams aren't giving up. Down by 14 and driving, trying to make this a 1-score game. From the Seattle 36, Bradford play action and out of the pocket. Looking long for Tavon Austin, but he can't make the catch. Had a big collision in midair. Now 2nd and 10. Delayed handoff. Tate getting outside. Big block from Cook as Tate sprung inside the 20. He gains 18. Rams need a touchdown on this drive. Bradford going to the play action again to his right. Stops and fires and wildly misses Tavon Austin. Huge 3rd down for St. Louis. They spread the field. Tate motions out of the backfield. Bradford takes the snap, looks to pass. Man open right. Jared Cook, touchdown! Into the end zone as the St. Louis Rams from 24-0. It's now a 7-point game. Unbelievable that we're back in it, but we have to stop the Seahawks again. Marshawn Lynch finds an opening up the middle, one of his longer carries today as he finally breaks free for a first down. Now at the 30, Lynch again to the right, spins ahead, makes 2 miss, runs over a defender to the 45-yard line as Marshawn Lynch with back-to-back first down carries. Lynch back up the middle, now breaking to the left side, shakes a tackle, make it 2 as Marshawn Lynch into field goal range. It looks like on this drive he's flipped the switch as the Seahawks get in the field goal range with 9 minutes left. They want to give it to Lynch again, this time off the screen as he picks up a block. Lynch over defender as he's inside the 10, as our defense could only cage the beast for so long. Toby Gerhart gives him a rest. Gerhart up the middle, set down immediately as he gains 1 or 2. Third down for Seattle. 3rd and goal as a man comes in motion. Wilson will throw for it. Now takes off. Wilson inside the 5 and slides at the 2. The Seahawks take a field goal. We're back to a 10-point game. 6 minutes left. The Rams have to score quickly and get a stop. Bradford throwing left in. Maybe he got tangled there with Ben Tate as that pass didn't go anywhere. 3rd down and 10 with extra pass protection. Bradford looking to the sideline. Wide open. Austin Pettis makes the grab to the 35-yard line. First down Rams. Bailey, Austin, and Cook to the left as Bradford drops back. Looking short to Tavon Austin, and he can't make the catch. And oh no, it looks like Tavon is down. Wagner made the hit, and Tavon Austin has to leave the field. All we can do is hope this isn't serious again. 2nd down, Bradford back to throw, and he looks right. There's Jared Cook making the reception, trying to escape Maxwell as he gets close to the first down. And here on 3rd down and 1, Tavon Austin returns to the field. Handoff goes to Tate on 3rd and short as he picks up enough to move the chains, and the Rams have to run hurry up. 3 wide, less than 5 minutes remain. Bradford dropping back, has time, and hits Tavon Austin. Breaking free at the 30, hit again by Bobby Wagner. And Tavon Austin is down again, holding his head as he leaves the field for the 2nd time. Bailey, Givens, and Pettis are the receivers as Bradford dropping back, gets hit but gets a throw out to Tate, makes the reception, first down inside the 20 to the 15. We're now inside 4 minutes. From a shotgun, Seattle blitzes. Bradford hits Tate out of the backfield. 10 to the 5 and tackled by Wagner. You gotta be kidding me. On 3rd and goal, Tavon Austin is back in the game, trying to get a touchdown. Bradford from the shotgun, back to pass, fires, and it's off the head of Chris Givens. Looked like it was intended for Tavon Austin, and Givens got hit in the crossfire. The Rams still trying to make it a 1-score game as Greg Zuerlein hits the chip shot field goal. And now it's all up to the defense. Down by 7 here in Seattle. We have to stop Marshawn Lynch. He works to the right, spin at the 30, and Lynch picks up a first down as he's finally found some running room in this 4th quarter. Rams stack the box as Lynch gets the carry, and this time he's stopped at the line of scrimmage, and the Rams use a timeout. 2 remaining, 2nd and 10. Lynch again gets past the first wave, and Lynch breaks free. First down and much more into Rams territory as he's back into field goal range. Our defense couldn't make the stop, and Marshawn Lynch finally got to us. We held him for as long as we could. At the 23, Derek Coleman to the outside as he's stopped by James Laurinaitis. Now 3rd down. They convert here and it's all over. Wilson, handoff. Marshawn Lynch to the outside, and he won't get it. Now Seattle has to make a 35-yard field goal to make it a 2-score game. Clock winding down. Tebow holds, kick is up, and it is good. It's a 10-point game with under 10 seconds remaining. The Rams need a touchdown, an onside kick, and a touchdown. This play decides our season. Bradford back to pass. Hail Mary to the end zone. Up in the air, and it hits the ground. The road stops here in Seattle as the Rams season comes to an end. The Seahawks advance to the NFC Championship game. This was a very interesting game. We dug ourselves a large hole early. I had the bad decision on the pick 6, and then I made a huge mistake on that turnover on downs. We had the fumble that let them get to a 24-0 lead, but we clawed and scratched our way back, and we gave Seattle a fight. We got to within 7 points, but Seattle was able to answer back, and once Marshawn Lynch got going in the 4th quarter, that spelled defeat for our St. Louis Rams. Didn't get the job done this year. We did get a playoff win after a 9-7 season, so there is some improvement. And now, here is your Super Bowl matchup, as in the AFC, it's the Baltimore Ravens defeating the Jacksonville Jaguars, and in the NFC, the Seahawks go down in the NFC Championship game to the Green Bay Packers. In Season 2 of the Rams franchise, it's a Packers and Ravens Super Bowl, while we now focus our attention on the offseason, trying to improve after this 9-7 season. We got a playoff victory. We obviously have a lot of work to do. Where do the St. Louis Rams go from here? The offseason live stream will be next. I have not decided on a date yet. I'm looking at either Saturday or Monday of next week for the offseason live stream. I'll announce on Twitter, and I'll also have an announcement video out the day of the live stream, so you can look out for that. But that is what's next, and before you click off the video, I would like you guys to leave some feedback in the comment section. What positions do you think we have to focus on in the offseason? Where do we have to get stronger? I want to see what you guys have to say. Thank you for watching. The season has come to an end for us. The off-season is up next, and we'll get on to Season 3. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the off-season. Have a great day.